Hi, this is Anand Mahajan, your trainer for this course of spoken English. Now, in this lecture, we are going to learn some more common idioms. This is part 2. Okay. Barking up the wrong tree. Barking up the wrong tree. It means when you pursue a wrong course of action or line of thinking, right? You are trying to do something, but your way of doing that is such that the result is not going to be there. You won't be getting the result of what you are doing. So this is called barking up the wrong tree. Okay. Let me tell you one example sentence. Anil kept asking me for lending money to him. Anil kept asking me for lending him money, but I knew that he would never return the amount. I told him that he was barking up the wrong tree. So this is a very interesting sentence. So what I am trying to convey here is that there is one of my friends, Anil, and he was insisting upon me to lend him some money, to give him some money, but he has a very bad reputation of not returning the borrowed money, right? So I told him that he was barking up the wrong tree. That means I told him that there is no use asking from me to give the money to him because I am not going to give the money to him, right? So all his efforts are going to be fruitless. They are not going to bear fruit. So this is how we use this idiom. Okay. Next is it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. Now it means that whenever there is a fight, argument, quarrel, or some kind of dispute, and that between the two parties, so we try to say that both are responsible for it. Both are responsible for it, right? So suppose when a quarrel breaks out between you and your brother or sister, so your mother's tells you that you two are responsible because it takes two to tango. That means both of you are at fault. Okay. Example sentence. In the court, husband was complaining about his wife continuously and asking for a divorce. The judge got angry and said to the husband, it takes two to tango. Right. So in this sentence, what I am trying to say is there was a divorce case and husband was constantly complaining about his wife that she's bad, she's doing these acts, that acts, kinds of bad things. That is why he wants to divorce her and all that. But the judge, he got upset and told the husband that it takes two to tango. So, what the judge is trying to say is that it is not only her fault. It is not only her fault, but it is also the husband's fault. So, both are responsible for it. Why? Because it takes two to tango. Okay. Next, the pot calling the kettle black. The pot calling the kettle black. Right. What does it mean? It means a person who himself is at fault is blaming the other person. A person who himself is at fault is blaming the other person. So you might have seen many persons like who are in the habit of blaming the other person even though they are doing the mistake, right? So the example sentence goes like this. My elder brother scolded me for scoring poorly in my 10th grade, but I reacted by telling him that he had scored even less than me in 10th grade. It is like the pot calling the kettle black, right? So, so here what I am trying to say is my elder brother, he was shouting at me for scoring poorly in my 10th grade, but I knew that he too had scored very poorly in his 10th grade. So I just taunted him by saying that it is like you are scolding me, it is like the pot calling the kettle black. Okay, next. Next is hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. It is a very popular idiom. It means to say something that is perfectly relevant to the situation or discussion. To say something that is perfectly relevant to the situation or discussion. Example sentence. The Prime Minister hit the nail on the head when he said that opposition was opposing every government policy just for the sake of opposing. It is very important idiom. So I am going to repeat it again. The Prime Minister hit the nail on the head when he said that opposition was opposing every government scheme, every government policy or scheme just for the sake of opposing. So the Prime Minister was trying to tell that opposition is always opposing his government's policies or schemes just because they are in the opposition and they just want to raise their voice against us. So this is very true in most of the countries. Opposition parties are always making a hue and cry about all the policies and schemes of the government, right? So hit the nail on the head means the Prime Minister has said something very relevant to the situation or any kind of discussion that was going on. Next, hand in glove. Hand in glove. Now, this idiom is used when someone works with some other person, especially in a conspiracy or crime. Right? Especially in a conspiracy or crime. When someone is helping some other person, is working in tandem with some other person in a conspiracy or crime, then we say that that guy is hand in glove with that other guy. Okay, let me show you example sentence. In the police investigation into the bank robbery, it came to light that a bank official was hand in glove with the robbers. Right? Oh my God. In the police investigation into the bank robbery, it came to the light that a bank official was hand in glove with the robbers. So, in police investigation, it was found that the robbers, they took the help of an official of the bank itself to commit the robbery. Right? Thank you very much.